Hey guys, welcome back to Life's Abundant Journey.
So in this vlog, we're going to be working on painting the guest room. I have my friend over here the night before. I have some more visitors coming to help me paint. And so I'm just showing you here how these walls started. This is how the whole house looked. There's holes in the walls. There's urine stains. There's cracking, caulking. There's just splotches and peeled paint and whatnot. So here's a little overview. Here you can see what the closets looked like beforehand. So this is a mess. There's holes everywhere. There are nails, there's glue, there are screws. And so I will take these down and I'll show you what's behind them. So I've used this tool to make flathead spots on these stripped nails or these stripped screws. And even now they're just turning, they won't come out. And you can see, because of how secure it is in, they've like broken off screws and just added new ones. Like, look at all those holes. That's insane. And I cannot, I've tried pulling this and turning these out and they won't loosen. So there's clearly hidden things behind there. Here we got a nail, this screw that wouldn't turn, another nail up here. Oh wow, look at that. A nail and a screw in the same hole. That's fun. There's the nail. Oh my goodness. This is what we got left with. Time to patch. I totally forgot that we also painted the bathroom this weekend, or at least we started on it until I started this voiceover. So this is what the guest bathroom started as. That's the only door that's been a problem for me that I haven't been able to fix, because she command stripped it and glued it, and it looks like screwed something in there. But you can see the paint is all splotchy. The molding needs some love and sanding, and the towel rod, the toilet paper rod, it's all glued on, and it's made it very difficult to remove. I've had to repair the walls when I'm taking things down. But wait until you guys see the after, because it is just night and day from where we started. I'm so happy with the results of all of the home improvement projects that I've done, and I'm so grateful for all the help that I've gotten along the way. So now I have my visitors here helping me. My dad and my sister's now fiance are working on removing this mirror that was glued to the wall. They taped it up so that when it broke, it wouldn't break in as many pieces.
The whole thing. They use mastic on the whole.
Should we just cut it out with a saw?
Nope. No, then you're gonna have a hole in your hair.
I'll just...
Oh my God. Yeah, I don't think I can patch that.
You can see here that I am finishing up the room. I didn't get as much footage as I wanted to, but you can see how I'm pulling up the tape, which was the best solution I could find to painting the molding in this house, because the molding was put in first and then the carpet. So to get under the molding was very difficult, and this carpet tape worked great. It stays together, it comes off of the carpet without ripping it out too bad. Here is the final results. I absolutely love the color in this room. I haven't used it anywhere else yet. It's Modern Gray by Sherwin-Williams, and you can see the color with the lights on and the natural light. It looks totally different times of the day, and I know that's like the struggle with, you like a color but in somebody else's house, but then you put it in your house and it looks totally different. But this room, beyond happy with. So grateful for all of my sister's help with painting that room, and my friend for helping me prep the walls the night before. Then I had all of my family help me load up everything that was left in my storage unit and bring it to my house. This was quite the endeavor. We had a lot of hands and we got it done pretty quickly. Now on to another DIY project. I am spray painting my chandelier that came with the house black. I also decided to spray paint the little candle holders or whatever. I looked for them at like a black version, but I couldn't find the link that I wanted, and I just decided to paint them black. This is the glossy. This is the brushed nickel. And then this is the satin, and I think I'm gonna go with the satin. Although this one didn't dry, so I gotta sand it down because it has this rough from being touched. So I'm gonna sand it down. They were already primed, so I think they're good, but these ones need to be sanded down because they have rough spots now. This one should be good because it dried well. So hopefully, we'll see. I'm gonna start with 3. Well, here's the other side. The brushed nickel ones actually had the best finish as far as like no bubbling, so hopefully, although the satin did, it just didn't dry well, so we're gonna try. I don't have my tripod. I'm too lazy to go get it, but I don't think I can prop this where you guys can see. That might work. So I am just sanding down these doorknobs that I had done as my samples with the 3 different types of paint, getting off any rough edges that because some of the paint had dripped. Next up is moving all of my plants from my apartment up into the main living area. So I'm just carrying them up one by one. My house is far from curated yet or put together, but I knew I needed to get the plants upstairs because it was cold downstairs and I wanted to give them life, and I also wanted to enjoy them, and I thought they might bring me some peace among the chaos here. So now I'm tackling the rest of the hardware. I'm filling this bucket up with hot water, and I'm gonna add TSP concentrate, which is a heavy duty cleaner. I'm gonna let them soak while I go outside and do some fall garden preparations for winter. Well, it's windy and lots of cars are going by, but I just wanted to show what I'm doing in this fall. So I reference for the spring that I'm edging this because there's just no border to this, and so when things start to come up in the spring, I thought maybe edging it now and getting rid of some of that dirt will help in the spring when the ground is thawing, and I'm trying to make it so that this doesn't turn into a garden full of grass. So this evening I finally worked on my garlic bed that was already there. I had to clean out all the grass, but I'm so glad that I finally got something planted this fall so that I can enjoy it next spring and summer. It's been a lot of work here, but this is one thing that I really wanted to get done this fall. And it was such a beautiful evening. I wanted to show you the beautiful view. These knobs are a light gray color. That's because I have already primed them with the automotive self-etching primer. That's what it's called. I'll leave a picture of it here on the screen. So this is how I've been spray painting them. I found a stick or a rod of some sort. I think this is a bolt. And I'm out of frame here, but this is how I got all the edges without touching. And then I very carefully brought them inside and put them on some cardboard. Here it is after the primer is applied. And here it is after the spray paint is applied. It's a satin black spray paint. Now all we have to do is let them dry. I want them to cure for a couple of days. I might have left them for even longer just because I didn't want to damage all the work that I had done. So I had never put in a lock before, so I just wanted to show you guys me putting it in. And these came out great. I showed you guys me spray painting them. Before I put it in the door, I did test it because I like primed it with the automotive primer and it still turns. So that's pretty cool. There's another one that I didn't think was working, but now I realize this key goes for this lock. I had taken out all of these, whatever part this is. My doors don't have like an inset recessed panel that goes around here like one of my doors does, but it is what it is. I spray painted these, and then I'm waiting for, I spray painted, I'll show you. So this part is like a half moon, and you put it in where the half moon goes, and then these two pieces here, one of them goes through this hole, like so. And then I gotta bring you to the other side. So lining up the screws is kind of the tricky part. So this handle goes on, there's a half moon on the bottom half you see, so that goes on the half moon here. Okay, we're learning. There is a rectangle lock in there and a rectangle in that black post. So this needs to be unlocked. And it's a little bit tight because I spray painted it, but it does loosen. So I just gotta line that up, that it's in the right direction. It would definitely be easier to do this with two people, but I'm picking and choosing when I have help. So I'm just gonna try to line these up with those holes so that when I start screwing, they're actually in the right spot. So there. So I have them lined up. So then if I can balance it and keep them right in over the spot they're supposed to go, I can start one side, get it threaded, and then go to the other one and get it started. Now I'm using a hand Phillips screwdriver because I don't want to bounce too much with a drill, because this is just spray painted, so it does wear off the spray paint some, and you can use a little black Sharpie, so I've read. And I also don't want to be rubbing against this because it will chip it. So what I've been just doing is putting constant pressure, like a lot of pressure on that screw, so it's just the actual Phillips slot that is rubbing on anything, and tightening it this way and making sure I'm not rubbing on the handle and pushing against the door and pulling the door towards me and pushing against it with the screwdriver. And like, there's barely any that's rubbed off. They're not going to be perfect because they're homemade, but it's much cheaper than buying all new hardware. I can't even see that with my naked eye, but I can touch that up if I would like to. And that's how it works. Looks pretty good. Pretty good for free. So I'm not really sure what was going on with this handle. It wasn't going in all the way. I just switched out, it goes in all the way now. I switched this piece out and another one, and it worked just fine. So I made a little bit of a rookie mistake. Well, I'm a rookie at all this. I installed handles on doors that haven't been washed yet, and there's no way I'm using bleach and Tide, just like Go Clean Co. And these doors are 90% cleaning up. There's only one door that has damage to it because she screwed into the back and glued a command hook, but I have to take the handles off. This one's, I've cleaned like 6 doors, but there's a couple that I already put handles on that I have to take off because there's no way I'm going to use bleach and Tide and be able to not ruin these brand new handles. So this is obviously getting painted. No, I have not finished. It's just a hot mess, slowly but surely. But this, like, I think this will clean up totally good. This is a door that I've cleaned. The texture feels a little bit off, but it looks beautiful. So they're hollow doors, but a spot I can save some money. Now this door looks fine from here, except for that. That might be just paint that comes off. That is not repairable. So I'm gonna clean it up because they had a dog. You can just see it's like disgusting. So I definitely have to clean around the door handles. I just take a cloth, like I really use like shop rags, and it works great. Oh, the things that need to be done. But I want to work on this room next because all of this stuff is gonna all go in there as a craft room. And nothing is gonna actually go in here. And this bathroom is totally functional. The tub is all clean and all of that. It just is, it's good for guests. So we'll see how these clean up. I'll show you an after I clean them to see if like all this black should come off. But I gotta take the handles off. While I'm at it, I might take the leftover, like after I'm done cleaning the doors, see how much of this nasty, like people going down and putting their hands up against the wall because there's no railing. No, there's a railing over here, but somehow people still, it's just disgusting. That's just literally from hands. This project will be another time. It's funny, they have like a boob light up there and it's an unfinished basement. So it's October 17th and I say I'm feeling really overwhelmed, but I'm feeling empowered at least. So I've been here for a month, maybe a little bit less time of me actually sleeping here, but about a month. And I've gotten a lot done, but I still don't feel like I could relax here. There's just stuff everywhere. There's not a home for everything. I'm okay with the projects, but I just need some of this clutter picked up, even if it just goes in a box in the basement where all things go until I deal with that. So I've started with the kitchen a little bit. I cleaned up the counter, the dishwasher's going. I did the dishes that don't go in the dishwasher, just pushed some stuff over to the side that I like to cook with. And my next task is over here. I'm gonna get dressed. I'm still in my pajamas. And I really wanted to start on the office today as far as painting because I've gotten 2 bedrooms painted and a bathroom. They're not complete by any sense, and there's no closets that are complete, but the closets in those bedrooms are painted. But I have ripped out the organization systems there because they weren't very good. And that's kind of a project for down the line. So that's why I can't necessarily unpack. And it's because I'm going to be working on stuff, not because I don't have the motivation to do it. Because I don't have a space for them to go. But all this stuff over here is office stuff. So it was a catalog holder shelving for my mom, and I use it for scrapbooking paper because it fits 12 by 12 really well. And then we got this IKEA drawers and it turns into a desk, and I'm gonna put that in that office. And then there's a bed frame. These bed frames are gonna go in the other room. One of them does. One's a queen, one's a full. I got a bunch of full bed frames or 2, and I don't want a full bed. Maybe when I have kids or something, but for a guest I want a queen. So I've got to find another bed frame. But most of this stuff is going to go in the office, and then I have a door there that is going to go in my bedroom. But I'm like, oh, I don't even have I just have a dresser in my closet right now because I haven't built the organizational system. That's probably a winter project. So it's not a top of the list. Another thing that's going to move once I paint the brain process of why I want to paint the bedroom or the office is because I can move this stuff in there, and then this wardrobe that is full of kitchen stuff, because the kitchen has not enough space as of now until I rip out the kitchen in a couple of months is my hope. But I'm gonna put it back there in the living room, and I just need to start on the office so that all this stuff isn't there, and the wardrobe's over there. And so the wardrobe's gonna go over there because this table is very janky. It's not, this leaf isn't, it's not big enough. It's not strong enough for what I want. I got 3 chairs from the thrift shop the other day. I would like to have more, but I want to do a bench over here somehow. I'm not sure, but a little bit bigger table and put it more in the corner there where the wardrobe is with a bench. But then I have this wood fireplace that I gotta figure out how that's gonna work. So all these things are moving my head. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, but I know that the first thing I want to do is clean up this space so I feel a little bit better. There's other spaces that I could clean up, but this has just never been clean. So I want to, things kept getting thrown there because it's a spot to be thrown. And I feel like I have a little bit more of a kitchen and less clutter around. Gonna get dressed, do that, and then go assess the office and how I'm going to start prepping that. I'm like thinking about paint colors and stuff, but I'll show you when I go in there. So I just went to town, went from one room to the next, and really just tried to make myself feel better in this space. And it always does. It takes like half hour to an hour, and it's amazing that how much it can uplift my mood. I know that not everybody feels like that, but it makes me feel so much better to have less clutter around and to have things put away. All right, so my phone has been overloaded with lots of videos because I've been trying to record everything and I haven't been getting anything up. So I moved some of it to my computer and then I deleted the stuff from my phone. And so I'm ready to work on the office. I just want to show you. So I moved everything out of the office and into this closet that has been painted just to get it out of the way. And now the office is ready to be painted, or ready to be prepped at least. I know I have stuff over there, but I'm going to paint this shelving system after I've done the rest of the room. That being said, I don't know if I'll caulk that, because if I end up taking, I don't know, I guess I should caulk this this edge here that's not flush with the wall. That would be the good way to do it, and seal all of these corners. Really what I wanted to do with this room was show you each step, because in the other rooms I was just so eager to have some place to sleep and use the restroom that felt clean and fresh. And so now I can kind of take a little bit more time, now that I have things settled a little bit, to show you each step of the process, because this is my first time, but I've learned a lot with each room. And I'll tell you, the second room did a lot better than the first room as far as what it looks like, the smoothness of the walls. This is how to prep walls that are absolutely trash, to a certain degree, So we're gonna start off in this closet and take down all of the shelves and prep the walls that way. I've taken out all of the face plates on these outlets. I'm gonna have to release that one a bit. And then the doors have been cleaned already. I will take the doors off the hinges. Probably, I mean, that can happen now, because I will be painting the door frames, and the easiest way to do it is just to take all of the hinges out. You want the walls as naked as they can be, and so we're gonna start here. The only thing I'm not doing in these rooms is painting the ceiling. I am dealing with the molding and trying to get rid of the cracks and the cracks in the wood and the seams, and any separation that they have with cracked caulking and things like that. But I'm not painting the ceiling. If I want to paint it in the future, I will hire somebody, unless I have more willpower then, because it's textured and that just seems like a big endeavor. So
thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time with the craft room renovation. I am working on getting these videos out quicker, but the renovations and home improvement projects just keep continuing. I now have chickens and it's a whole thing, but I promise I am recording and they will come out. I'll see you guys next time.